I'm Stephanie.
And I'm L'Oreal.
And we are Happily Ever Elementary.
Today we're going to be working on a few DIY projects for Stephanie's bulletin board. Working on a really adorable setup that's going to go right outside her classroom, and it's going to have a few projects that we're going to be sharing with you.
So today the DIYs that we want to share are to go with the U craft that we'll have listed below. It's my Valentine's Day informational writing inspired craft. But basically we're going to be making cloud mobiles that we're going to hang above the bulletin board, which we've used in our classrooms and for other events that we've thrown. So here we go.
So here are the materials we're going to be using today to make these really adorable cloud mobiles. We're going to need white poster boards, a pair of scissors for cutting, a pencil for tracing, and then if you'd like the option to outline in black, a black marker of your choice.
Alright, so the first step is you can make these basically any size you want. I have made them a full-size poster board, but because these are going above my bulletin board and they're not meant to be the center of attention, I'm going to be making smaller ones like this today. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually just fold these in half. You can make them as full or as 2D as you want. You could just make these and staple them onto the wall, but because we want that mobile effect, we are going to be using about 3 sheets of poster board. So I'm going to cut them in half, and I'll only need about 3 of them, and that will give me about the size of the diameter that we'll be working with. Alright, so the next step is basically going to be to fold your half-size poster in half. That's going to be the seam in which they all turn around. I like to fold it in half and just draw on one side, and then that will be the shape going all the way around your mobile. So I do freehand this. You might be able to find a template online, but basically if it's round and curly, it looks like a cloud. You can't go wrong. So this is what we have. It might be hard to see, but that is also, again, why we have the choice of outlining in black. So we'll go ahead and cut this out and then trace it onto these as well.
So next what we're doing is we're taking the one cloud that we cut out and we are going to trace it onto the folded pieces of poster board so that we have the same exact cloud going all the way around.
Alright, once you have all of the pieces cut out, as you can see, to make the cloud that we showed before, those are 6 pieces. You're going to take one of the pieces, have it folded in half, and you're just going to put a line of hot glue on the seam, and you're basically just going to layer them on top, do another glue along the seam, layer them on top, and then what I like to do is put a final line of glue, and then make sure I fold it back so that it won't just glue into this fold. I'll show you right now.
And if you guys are wondering how we hang these from the ceiling, we just glue in a paper clip right to the top, and we like using fishing wire or a clear string to give that effect that it truly is floating on its own.
I'm going to put my second line of glue. Add that right on top. Now obviously it's all folded into one fold right now. So once these kind of stick and dry for a hot second, I'm going to add a last line of glue right on the spine of this fold, and then kind of open it up and fold it back so that it glues this way too. So it's not just stuck in that folded position, and it'll go all the way around. Once that cools, just after a few seconds, I like to kind of go through the cloud, break all of these glue lines apart so it'll go all the way around the circle. And like L'Oreal said, when it's hanging, you can kind of adjust them, but they will truly find their own way to hang nice and open and cute, and look, they'll spin just like this. There you have it. So what we're going to do to attach them to the ceiling around my board is we're taking that fishing wire and we're just literally going to staple it maybe once or twice at the height that we want them into place. Now if you think the fishing wire is going to become loose or fall out, you can always tie knots in the fishing wire and then staple.
So now that the clouds are up, Stephanie and I are going to work on putting up our fence. We made this fence by folding a long piece of butcher paper accordion style until we had a 3-foot across piece. Then we cut through all the pieces at one time and we cut in a fence template. Once we unfolded it, we had a 20-foot fence made with a few simple steps.
Now originally we were just going to have the plain fence because it's so cute, but in our extra fashion we decided to go ahead and dress it up with some foliage. Now this garland came from Michael's and was originally $30 for 4 feet, but we used our coupon 40% off and got it for I think about $15 or $16, and we use these for everything, so it's definitely a really good investment. We're just stapling on 1 or 2 leaves for each piece so that it stays in place.
So you can see here next to every cluster of leaves Stephanie is putting up, I am adding a beautiful paper flower. If you're interested in how to make your own paper flowers, we have a video on our channel, so go ahead and check it out.
Now Lo and I always like to kind of accentuate the quotes for our boards or the titles, and so this time we decided to make curtains to frame it. Originally we were thinking like on a rod with maybe command hooks hanging it just to make it look like real curtains, but at the end of the day staples just get you so far. So we're stapling this fabric, and instead of creating 2 different pieces for 2 different panels of curtains, we are actually just stapling up the whole piece, cutting it all the way up until we have about 1 or 2 inches left to hold it all together at the top. We are taking those 2 pieces that we cut, pulling them to the side with a cute bow and stapling them in place.
And there you have it, our board is complete. If you are interested in the adorable craft Stephanie has used to display on this board, you can find it in the description box below, and you can also check out our Teachers Pay Teacher store for more adorable crafts and activities for kids.